start now.
Y'all ready?
Sorry.
Alright. So today me and Kira are gonna present or demonstrate interventions that could help impairments that cause cervicogenic headaches. The first impairment is gonna be tight suboccipital extensor muscles. The second one is weakness of deep neck flexors. And the third one is decreased thoracic extension. Alright, the first one is tight suboccipital extensor muscles.
Yeah. Okay. So the first one is tight suboccipital muscles. So for this, we're gonna stretch the suboccipital muscles for the maximum first. Have my patient sit, and they are going to tuck their chin to their chest. And if you want to make it more, they could put their other hand on the back of their head and pull forward. And they should feel it in the posterior neck. They can hold that for like 10 seconds, 10 times. And that kind of helps to stretch out those muscles and give the forward head posture to come back to neutral. For the moderate protection phase, we can do the quadruped deep extensor or neck extensor exercise. So you're going to be on all fours. Good. And you're going to flex your neck forward and then bring it up to neutral. Great. And they can do that like 10 times. 3 sets. Great job. And this teaches the patient to get back to the neutral spine or cervical spine and bring the head back. And you know they have strong extensor muscles when they can hold the position for up to 2 minutes. For the mid protection phase, they would be, we can do the quadruped neutral position with elastic band resistance, and they'll be on all fours again. Yeah. And they would hold the band, or I can, and they would just do the same thing, but against the resistance, bringing the head up and back. And that increases the strength of the extensor muscles also, the multifidus and the rotators of the neck. And then the next one, so we're going to move on to the weakness of the deep neck flexors. So as we've already talked about, the chin tucks. So I'll have you lay supine. And you're just going to tell them to bring the chin to their chest. Great. And you do that 3 sets of 10. That's working the deep neck flexors still and helping to strengthen those muscles.
Alright, for the moderate protection phase, we're going to do isometric craniocervical flexion with a fist under the chin. For this, I'll have Kira sitting, and she's going to make a fist with one hand, put it between her sternum and her chin, and then just squeeze the fist. And she's doing a nodding motion rather than a neck flexion motion. Alright. And then the supine craniocervical flexion with a sustained lift. Go ahead and lay down supine. Alright, so this is a 2-part. So first she's gonna do the nodding motion and then lift her head off the pillow. And she's gonna do this 3 sets of 10. Each rep she's gonna hold about 2 seconds. Alright, and then decrease thoracic extension. The maximal protection phase, we're gonna do a towel stretch supine. For this, I'm gonna have a towel along her spine, and she's gonna lay on it, and it's across her thoracic spine. And what this does is it opens the chest and expands the rib cage, it retracts the scapula and extends the thoracic spine, and it keeps the cervical spine in neutral during this. And then she's gonna hold this position for about 30 seconds, and then she's gonna do only about 2 sets of this. And then standing resisted shoulder retraction. For this, she's gonna hold the band straight out like this, about shoulder, or the hand shoulder length apart, and then she's gonna retract her scapula, and the arms are gonna go outwards a little bit. And this is also for strengthening the scapular muscles, and you're also working out neck extensors right here. All right, she's gonna do about 3 sets of 10 on this one too. All right, prone thoracic extension with chin tuck. Can you get on your belly for me? All right, for this one, this is also a 2-part exercise. She's gonna do a chin tuck, and then just raise up at the thoracic spine without extending the lumbar spine. And then this one is for endurance of the thoracic extensors and neck flexors.
So the point of this is to bring your forward head posture back into neutral to decrease pain and increase range of motion of the neck. All right, any questions? Jordan.
So for the deep neck extensor exercise that we were talking about, if your patient cannot get on their hands and knees, is there a different way you would recommend for them to do it?
Yes, so Olson shows a different way. Yes.
So it's gonna be prone with their head hanging off the table. And they're just gonna flex, and the same thing, bring
It's the
their
same
head back
thing,
up.
yeah. You can also put your elbows on the mat and do the same thing, the head.
Okay.
That's a good question, Jordan. You know, you like manual techniques you can use.
Yeah, so like the one I just did, she could do that as a therapist on me. Manual stretch. There's also the supine OA unilateral nod. It's on the PowerPoints for the suboccipital spine. And yeah, there's also suboccipital release where you just press on the suboccipital muscles and then just feel relaxation.
You can also do traction of the cervical spine. Yes.
With that band exercise, does it matter if they are pronating or supinating with which muscles you're trying to tighten
Doesn't matter. So, because you're trying to work out the shoulder or scapular muscles, so the forearm muscles aren't playing a big role. So, but it can affect how far you can go sometimes, depending on how much external internal rotation you're getting at the shoulder.
Hey Liz.
I could have this in the wrong phase, but like when they're doing like the prone thoracic chin tuck, they can't do that in prone. Is there like another position they could like do it or like still modify where it's like comfortable for them?
Yes, you could probably do it standing against a wall.
Or they could extend their thoracic spine and then do the chin tuck.
Yeah. You can do the wall angels instead of doing the extension of the spine. Straighten out the shoulders. Any other questions? All right, cool.